This is Heather from Heather Active, and today I just got back from a quick run and am looking to do a bit of lower body mobility and strengthening work as well as a bit of core. So come along with me for the next kind of 10 minutes or so and we'll do a quick workout to kind of partly cool down, partly strengthen after you finish a run or whatever workout you just did. So when you're ready, come lying down on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Just relax those shoulders down, and you should be able to touch your heels with your fingertips here. Now, as you exhale, you tilt the pelvis up and then start rolling up one bone at a time, finding your way into a bridge. Take an inhale at the top, and then exhale, start rolling down bone by bone, working your way back to that neutral spine. Exhaling again, rolling up, starting with that pelvis, and then finding your way up to your shoulders here. Take an inhale, and then exhale, roll your way back down. Nice. We'll just keep moving through this a few times. Now I'm in a new setting today, so I'm actually working out on my balcony here. And this is my first workout video from Cincinnati. So welcome to my new home in the US. If you've been following me for a little bit, all my previous videos were done in Toronto, where I'm from, but I've recently moved to Cincinnati, Ohio for work. And so here I am kind of in this new space. I tried to make it look pretty for you with some nice flowers, dressing up the balcony a little bit. Nice. Now on this next one, we're going to roll up, and this time lift your arms as those hips roll up, and then take the arms back behind you. Take an inhale at the top, and then exhale, start rolling back down bone by bone, keeping those arms overhead, and then slowly floating them back down by your side once you lower those hips. Nice. We'll do a couple more like that, rolling up, pressing through the whole foot, slowly rolling down, and then floating those arms back down by your side. This should feel like a really nice stretch for that upper back. And again, just being mindful of that lower body. We want to press through the whole foot. You should be feeling the work really happening in the glutes and the hamstrings. If you start feeling your low back, just don't go up quite as high. Nice. We'll do one more like that. Exhaling, rolling up, arms float up and back behind you. Take an inhale at the top, and then exhale, roll back down, and then float those arms back down by your side. Very good. All right, we're going to do this next one. We're going to lift those hips up, and then just pause here for a moment. Now imagine you have a bowl of water on your pelvis. We want to pour some water out to the left, so we're going to dip that left hip down a little bit, and then pick it back up. Then we're going to pour some water to the right, dipping the right hip down, and lifting back up. Nice. So just twisting through the spine here, just slightly, but really feeling that weight sitting in, again, the glutes and the hamstrings doing most of the work for you. Good. One more each side. Last one. Very nice. Now from here, keeping those hips lifted, can you lift your left ankle and lower, and then left, and then right, sorry, and lower. We're just going to alternate lifting the heels up and down. Very good. Keeping that core nice and engaged. Keeping those hips lifted. Nice. Starting to feel a little bit of a shake here. Again, when we're running, or walking, whatever you choose to do, we want to make sure we have nice stability at the hips. We need strong glutes. We need to have that extension come easily, as well as flexion through the hips. And then here we're working just a little bit of ankle mobility to help you kind of roll through your foot, which you do when you walk and run. Nice. On this next one, we lift that heel up and then lift that leg up to tabletop, and then lower back down. Nice. Opposite leg lifts and lowers. Now option here, you're welcome to stick with just lifting the heels. That's totally cool. Otherwise, we're going to lift that leg up. Maybe you just lift it up a couple inches. That's also fine. Do what works for you and your body today. Good. Let's go for 4 and 3. The last 2. The last 1. Good. And then roll back down to neutral. Good. Take those feet a little bit wider than your hips, maybe to the edge of the mat, and just let the knees rock from side to side, little windshield wiper, releasing some of that tension. Nice. Very good. Couple more like this. Should feel nice on your low back as well. Great work. All right, on this next one, walk those feet back in. We're going to lift both feet up to a tabletop position here. We're in a neutral spine, so we have just a tiny bit of space between the low back and the mat. Can you extend your right leg long in front of you and then pull it back in? Left leg extends and pull back in. Now here we're thinking about keeping those ribs knit in together. Think about pulling your belly button in towards your spine. We want to avoid kind of doming through the abdomen here. Think more about sucking that belly button in towards the spine to keep that core engaged. Nice. Keep it up. Now, if you want to make this a little bit more challenging, how about we lift those arms up towards the ceiling, and then opposite arm and leg lower and lift. So right leg goes long and left arm comes back, and vice versa. Nice. Again, here we're finding that extension through the front of the hip. Very good. Keep moving through this. Let's go for 4 and 3. Last 2 and last 1. Nice. From here, keeping arms and legs lifted, we're going to open arms and legs out to the side and then pull them back in together. Nice. Opening out and pulling back in. We'll go for 4. Nice. Use those inner thighs. Last 3. Last 2. You got it. Keep pulling belly button in. Last 1. Nice. Hug those knees to your chest. Roll yourself into a little ball. Maybe rock forward and back a few times. Find your way up to a seated position. And we're going to come on hands and knees next. So, making sure we have those wrists underneath our shoulders, knees under our hips. Start with a little cat-cow. So as you exhale, tuck the tailbone under, tuck chin to chest. And then inhale, arching through that back, finding that extension. Rounding under, exhale. And then curling back up. Inhale. Nice. Do a couple more like this. Good. Last one. Nice. Finding that neutral position here. So I said we'd be working some lower body as well as some core today. So we're going to get both while we're on hands and knees here. We're going to start by lifting the right arm and left leg long, and then lower back down. Nice. Left arm and right leg lift, and lower. Now, goal here is to try to keep your shoulders and your hips square to the mat. So we're trying not to open out to the side here. We want to stay nice and square, finding that stability. You got it. Nice. Let's go for 4 and 3. Last 2. Last 1. Good. From here, we're going to lift left arm and right leg long, and then holding them lifted here, we're going to tuck under to bring elbow to meet the knee, and then extend out long. Nice. Curling under, elbow to knee, and extend. You got it. We'll go for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Nice. And lower both back down. Switching sides, right arm and left leg. Lift. Crunching in, elbow to knee. And extend. Curling under. Extend. You got it. For 4. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Nice. Very good. Now, bringing those hands back down, we're going to work on that right leg here. We're going to lift the right leg out to the side and then lower it back down. Little lift and lower. So starting to getting into the side of the glutes here. Nice work. Staying strong through those shoulders. Again, keeping those hips shining down towards the mat. Nice. 2 more like this. Very good. On this next one, we're going to kick that leg back, take a little footprint on the ceiling, and then lower back down. Curling up and lower. Nice. Little kick and lower. As again, pulling belly button in towards spine, keeping that core engaged, strong through those shoulders. Last 2. Last 1. Good. We're going to combine those 2 moves here. You got this. So opening out to the side, sliding back and lower. Side, back, and down. For 4. And 3. A little hip mobility here. Last 2. Last 1. Switching directions here. Kicking back, side, and down. For 3. And 2. Last 1. Very nice. All right, we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to spin myself around here. So onto that left leg next. We're starting opening it out to the side and down. Lifting out and down. Good job. So you might feel like this side's already a little bit tired because it was still working while we were moving the other leg. That's okay. You're almost there. Go for 3. And 2. You got it. Last 1. All right, kicking back, make that little footprint on the ceiling and lower. Again, keeping that core engaged. We're trying not to arch through the back too much. Keep it nice and strong. Holding that extended position here. Last 3. And 2. Last 1. All right, putting them together. Leg lifts out, back, and down. Out, back, and down for 4. Hold on to it. Last 3. Mobilizing that hip. Last 2. And last 1. Switching directions, going back, out, and down. For 3. Last 2. Last 1. And lower. Nice. Sit back into that child's pose. Very good. Take a breather here. Roll your way back up. Nice. We'll just do a very quick stretch here, coming back down on your back. You cross the right ankle over your left knee, and then gently press that right knee away or pull your left thigh in towards your chest here. Maybe rocking side to side a little bit. Very nice. Switching sides. Got that left ankle over your right knee, gently pressing away, and then pull that right leg in towards your chest if that feels good. Rocking side to side. Nice. Extend legs out nice and long. Take those arms back behind you. Big inhale, stretching it out. And then exhale, start to roll your way up to seated, bone by bone. Folding forwards over those legs. Nice work. And you are all done for today. Thanks for joining. Make sure you subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you next time.